All right. Got to bring the mic around. There we go. So, back at it with scales again. Gonna just jam a league, have some fun. Went 5-0 last time, so don't think there's much to change. I think I may have tweaked the sideboard slightly, but nothing too special, I don't think. Uh, yeah. Um, send this out here and let's jump in, I think. Um, I don't think there's a prelim. Actually, I guess we should. Thanks for tuning in if you are. Appreciate it. The deck, the main really hasn't changed. I'm still a fan of one turn timber, especially because I'm only on one force of vigor. It could be zero, but when I'm on two force of vigor, I definitely want the first turn timber. But when I'm on one, I go down a green card, so just serves as one green card. Haven't really gotten punished for, 3 life one time. Probably not the end of the world. Uh, let's see. Sideboard, Cage and Soul Guide for uptick in Gorios. This also, Cage also kind of laterally hits Yawgmoth. And obviously, this is for Mill, the Emrakul. Still having 3 pieces of Cascade Hate, I think, is important in these 3 cards. Pithing Needle also for Yogg. And then pick your poison, Force of Vigor, plus or minus Chalice and Void Mirror for if they're just Guild Pact, Zoo versus Guild Pact Rhinos. If they're Cascade with it, we had this. But otherwise, I do bring in Force of Vigor against the Guild Pact. I don't know if a lot of players or Scales players do. I think just being able to force the Guild Pact on turn 0 if you're on the draw and if you're on the play, just letting them or not letting them play Scion into, cards, creatures is huge that they can, when their Scions have protection. Also just hit Scion itself, which can, and like a Leyline of the Void if it's locking down Chalice. I've done that before, which is, I think, helpful. Beseiju in the board, I think, is looking pretty good at this point in time. So, yeah, we're going to jam this league and see what we're doing here. I don't think, challenges later. We're not doing prelims or anything like that here today. So, let's just get into it. I don't think I have much else to say. Still 23 lands, 4 stirrings, perfect. I'm playing Pithing Needle main still. I think just the equity you get against Yogg is what you want. I guess that's the only good way to say it. Being able to, take game 1 against Yogg and then win one of your 2 sideboard games instead of 2 sideboard games, I think is pretty big. Maybe not in the league so much, but when you're playing in challenges and prelims, probably more relevant. We're on the draw. We have no green mana. We have 1 stirrings, but we do have a drum, 3 lands. One of them's a saga. We'll keep this on the draw in the blind. I think this hand is fine. Even going turn 1 drum can be impactful. And being on the draw, we can top deck a creature, hopefully. Or we can just make a saga tokens. Oh, we're up against Amulet. This is going to hurt, probably. Another stirring is not exactly what we want. I guess what we're really hoping for, maybe, is either a creature patchwork. We're not interacting with this. It looks like they're probably going to play a Dryad and maybe run us over. I guess our turn 1 game plan. Ooh, Ozolith. Shoot. Really would have liked a creature, but let's see. I guess we can play Saga, animate Inkmoth, tap it for green. Feels kind of bad, but we might very well just be dead next turn. But I don't think we're I don't think we're doing much else at this point. We need, yeah, it was like Ravagers of Oz, kind of. Really need like Ballista to like Inkmoth kill them maybe this next turn, if that's even possible. Is it? We need like 1, 2, 3, 4. We will have 4 mana next turn. 1. I think it might be a Ravager, but we might just be dead too. Like this is just how it goes sometimes. Especially game 1 against Titan, if this is just like straight up gonna kill us on turn 3. I hope not. But they can like copy Amulet, bounce land. You know, copy Amulet, bounce land twice is like 9 or 10 mana easily. Just gonna yield, see what they do. If they have it, they have it. It's okay. We have a lot of hate for this in the sideboard. That's why we pack it. So my next turn, trying to think about my next turn, like I think the only way I could possibly win is like land, Ravager, Ozolith, maybe. I'm just thinking like I don't think there's a world where I can make Animate Inkmoth that puts me at like 3 mana for if I want to like ping Ballista, if I want to use it as a land as a creature. But let's see. I can go Ravager, Animate Inkmoth, Welding Jar for 0, sack Ravager, or sack Drum Jar. Yeah, I need like extra mana next turn probably. Yeah. Oh man. Here's your copy bounce land. Return it. Yeah, this is 5. Then second bounce land triggers up to 9 mana. I guess just have to hope their hand's all lands, which is usually not the case. Huh. Oh yeah, so they'll play Titan here. They can haste it. They get Simic. Yeah, Mirror Pull. This allows them to just copy the Titan. They have to have colorless for this though. Oh. How do they get colorless? Oh, it taps for it. Colorless itself, that's right. Okay, so this is the token. 2 more lands. Double haste Titan, we die. Pretty yeah. Just had to see this in their see that it was in their deck, not in their hand. You know, always force them to show that it's still in the deck and not in their hand, because if it's in their hand, sometimes they can't get there. So we bring in Beseiju. Oops. I want this over here. Green cards. Might. Plus or minus 1 Chalice. Plus or minus 1 Dismember. These are like maybes. So we're on the play. So we'll take out a Caverns. And Cauldron can be slow. I don't think we want Walker. 1 Cauldron. I actually don't think the ring gets you there either. You know, you can theoretically you can needle the 1 ring, but I still don't think that's a winning line. This game is about like some interaction and aggroing them out, in my opinion. And probably can get rid of one, maybe two welding jars. Probably just one, because they have Besejus. We'll keep the Chalice over the Dismember. If they get to just like play, if they get to just play Dryad, usually that's enough for them to. They're setting themselves up to win usually. I mean, this hand looks appealing, but it doesn't really have any hate, and it's only got a Zabaz as pressure, which doesn't feel great. We're gonna mulligan this hand. I think we have to have interaction in this matchup. This hand also feels bad. They mulligan to 6, so I think I'm going to take another mulligan because I still don't think this hand gets there. This hand also kind of sucks. They kept 6. Do I mulligan to 4? I don't think I can mulligan any further and still win. So it's like, what are we doing here? We keep in 2 lands. And honestly, I'm keeping Tamiyo's, if nothing else, to protect something or hopefully draw my 1 Force of Vigor and force their amulet. Keeping Cauldron seems good, but this hand doesn't work with it very well. Is it really just like turn 1 Zabaz? I actually kind of think I want to keep. I think it's just got to be Cauldron plus Ballista goes back. And maybe it should be like Tamiyo's put back Tamiyo, put back Ballista, because we don't have any green mana, but turn 1 Grazer, Beseiju. Saga into play kind of really sucks for us. Extra Tamiyos, extra sucks. Really need a Force of Vigor off the top, please. And or a Sanctuary, bounce Beseiju, I presume. Yeah. Beseiju my Ravager. Yeah, okay, you got it. We get a forest. Making this the 3/3 is not nothing. So hopefully we get a Force of Vigor off the top or pick your poison, please. And that's like the opposite of anything good. So we just have to hope they have nothing. Okay. They get Amulet. Oh, this hurts. They have Natty Titan. This game is all but over. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah, they get to attack. And my out is essentially drawing Beseiju. If they don't get like, they have to get like 2 forests here. Right? So yeah, they get 2 green spell or 2 green lands. This allows them to pay for their pact still. Yeah, this is good for them. Good game. Okay. Quick loss to Titan. Hard matchup, but you know what? Crappy mulligans. Probably crappy keep too, but I don't think we were getting there on with no sideboard help. All right. We'll take the play. Hand is wonderful. Opponent mulls to 6. All right. Drawing a land in our top 2 would be really nice. See what opponent has. Colony Garden. So we're up against Yogg, it looks like. Okay. Just debating if there's merit to pinging this token right now. I don't think so. At least not immediately. Maybe not, Yogg? So they're concealing what they are. This looks like red-green. Maybe it's like red-green or what's it called? Cascade. What's that? Spewing Permanence, Cascade, or maybe it's like just red-green Valakut, Dryad Valakut deck. I think Beseiju's fine. We're on the draw, so we'll take out an Echoing Deeps. And it's hard to sideboard right now, just thinking about what they could be on. I think if they're playing green, there's a chance they have the this kills either Dryad or if they play Halfling. Trim a Zabaz, we'll trim 1 welding jar. Leave in the 1 ring, because I think that if they are Valakut, this could be beneficial to save us for 1 turn. I think we'll go down 2 stirrings because we don't really have significant like artifact sideboard cards. And 1. If they're on Ren, I don't want to get rid of this Cauldron. We'll go down 1 Cauldron. Just in case they're like super fast scape shift. Okay, benefits. This hand has Gemstone, has Stirrings. I think we're keeping this hand. Can this turn 3 or turn 2 ring? Turn 3 ring? 1, play this on turn 1, play this. Turn 2, have 1, 2, 3, get a creature. We'll keep this hand. And we will put back, I think it's just land. Yeah, I think it's land. As we can even Stirrings for a Saga off the bat, which would be kind of nutty and awesome. Well, we saw Colony Garden last game. Let's see. The ring can draw us some cards. I think we still Stirrings for Saga or like Patchy. Good creature to follow this up with. It's probably the creature. Still not knowing what they're on. It's probably the creature. And we go... So if I play... Next turn I have 3. Yeah, I can't... I think it's just Scales. Nah. Yeah, it's Scales. That way this next turn we just go like Ravager for 2. Springleaf Drum. We're not doing anything at this moment in time. Huh. Okay, so it is the Cascade deck. So, land. Ravager. Drum. Go. Maybe there's a chance, can we win next turn? So there's no Violent Outburst in this format anymore, people. They have to do this at sorcery speed, I think. Is there ever a world where we can... Do we win this turn? Activate Inkmoth. Activate or give Inkmoth. Inkmoth is 2 with this. This becomes 4. Sacrifice other Inkmoth. It's 6, 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. That's not enough. Oh wait, no, we sack Drum. No, it counted that. So sack this. This is 4. 6 counters. It gives it 7. It's in 1/1, so it's an 8. And this plus 1 is 9. So it's not enough. So I think we just 1 ring. Yeah, let's just ring and see what opponent does. They have counter magic? No. Okay. Forest, alright. Do I ever not attack? I think I don't attack. I think we're holding up, I think we just hold up Tamiya's this turn. And we can definitely win next turn. So what are they looking for? A Cascade spell? Scion. Okay. Draw a card. Got it. Opponent's digging. Shardless. Shardless Agent. You got it. Glimpse. Yep. So what kind? Are they just going to put Nemrical into play? Oh. Wow. That was like very underwhelming. Can't remember. Does this just put the top cards from your deck? Yeah, reveal that many non-aura permanents onto the battlefield. Okay. So what are you going to do? Just, was thinking they were going to surveil again. They're just taking out potential lands that they could surveil. Okay. Omnath. So it looks like they're just value cascade. Maybe they would like one Emrakul or something. Okay. Evoke Wave Sifter. I don't think they can cascade again. They can draw a card. Okay. Let's draw two. Those are good draws. Trying to think if I can like 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. So I can play Ballista. Ballista for 2. Trying to present lethal 2 different ways. Yeah, okay. Alright, well. That's a good one. That was a fast match. Obviously, we would have changed our sideboarding plan. Brought in Void Mirror and both Chalice. I think that Graph Digger's Cage... and graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield, so I think that Graph Digger's Cage also stops their creatures from entering the battlefield, which is, you know, always a positive. We'll be on the play. Double Cauldron. Ravager, One Ring. We're on the play. I think this hand doesn't like do hardly anything on the play. Like, we're not doing anything till turn 2, and then we have to hope to rip lands. I think this is actually a mulligan. This hand is much better. We get to go like turn 1 Stirrings. Probably just put back the Needle, I suppose. Not knowing what we're playing against. Saga. Cauldron. With just 2 lands, I still think I'm taking Cauldron because we have Patchwork Cauldron in this hand on the play. Or Patchwork Ballista. The Supreme Nut Draw. Well, kind of. And which we definitely need against Tron. Oh my god. Are they going to needle my Cauldron? This would be sad, but perfectly reasonable. This seems like it's probably like Anviltron or Prisontron. Alright, well, hopefully we get a land off the top. That way we can go like Ozolith Ravager. Chalice on 0. So we're against Prisontron or E-Tron. This looks like Prisontron. We are up against, looks like, oh, Power Conduit. This Dice Factory. Okay. Ooh, second Patchwork ends the game fast. I still think this is the play. Not having another land, like, kind of really blows, because I would love to play Ozolith here. And maybe I should be playing Ballista on 0. Yeah, Power Conduit. They're going to get to loop this. Besage you, please. Something. Chalice on 1. Okay, now you play Chalice on 0. Welding Jar, that is a good one. So I can't play my Ozolith. That stinks. But it's like kind of okay. There's no way I can win this turn, right? Probably not. Chalice on 0. Countered. Ravager. Getting this down underneath this Chalice going to 2 is going to be pretty important. Now, do I also just like the question is like Ballista. They don't have Tron yet. Ballista for 0. Hang on, this is going to be 7 down to 11. I think Ballista for 0 to, this is 5, 9. Yeah. As I'm not casting this on 2 next turn, because I do think that they are just, forcing them to, they have to answer these Patchworks. Ooh, Spellskite's a good one. Ballista for 1. Okay. Okay. I still get to put this the cauldron onto the field. 6. Represent something. So this Ozolith is worth a counter on each of my Patchworks. They really have to chump both. But this holds up Inkmoth activation. Well, they can change they can't really change targets, I don't think. So they, I think this is still the line. Or attack with everything. Ballista's going to try to ping my Ravager. I just sacked the Cauldron to it, I think. Okay. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Yep. I think well, yeah, I do this now. Because I still have to activate the Inkmoth. Okay. I think I'm still down for this. So they took a counter off their blast zone. 3, they go to 6. They lose their Spellskite. I think this is still a good exchange for me. Okay. Whew. So this is Dice Factory. So guess what? These are all coming in. Beseiju. All the green cards. Void Mirror. They don't have much colored mana. I think that's reasonable. These are okay. Can't really kill Core Tapper because he usually just sacks himself when you try to kill him. I think that's fine. The one ring is usually like less desirable. We're on the play, so we take out. Or no, we're on the draw. So yeah, draw, so we take out Echoing Deeps because we want to keep our Gemstone Caverns in. What else? Keep our green cards. Trim Zabaz. These welding jars probably are not so good because they don't like. I don't think they have a ton of like destroy effects. They probably have just like Haywire Might and like Karn to lock it down. So I don't think like welding jar's okay when you're trying to aggro them, but I don't think that's the case right now. Take out one Cauldron, one Hangerback. This looks fine. All right. Give me Force of Vigor green card. Well, that's not what it was. Triple Stirrings. Man, with a Gemstones, pitch of Stirrings. I don't think this hand is great because a lot of our hate pieces are not artifacts. I'm going to mulligan this. We do cheat on mana. We can get Saga on turn 1. Is there ever merit to that? This is like Gemstones, Pitch Stirrings have... yeah, I guess I will keep this. We get to cheat on mana. I'm down for it. We also have like Beseiju. So what are they going to needle? Ravager, Soul Cauldron. Okay. Tamiya's okay. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, not a Saga. It's kind of okay. Somewhat. We take Ravager with this hand, probably. There's a Saga. We'll take that. Notably, we had one Pick Your Poison in those 10 cards. So we're hopefully on our way to finding a answer. Ravager plus Zabaz, or Ravager hold up Tamios. I think it's Ravager plus Zabaz. Also would have loved to have found like Void Mirror in those 10 cards. Okay, they don't have Tron. This is less scary. We have Apache. Um, We're just gonna do Saga Token plus hold up Tamiyo's, I think. Okay. If their like next turn is just like Karn, hello friend, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, well they had Tron. Okay. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Half Calf is here too. Yes, he won game one. Oh, and Snaring Bridge. This is hurts, but it's kind of okay, I guess. Um, let's see. I did win game one. We are 1-1 currently. I got smoked by Amulet Titan in the first round, in the first match. So, the problem is this Karnstruct could kind of deal with this Karn, but I can get a needle their Karn. I can get another Zabaz, would give me 2 3-power attackers actually, which is like kind of relevant. No, it's going to give me 1 3-power attacker. Actually, no. Yeah, I think it's correct to actually not make a Saga token here, because I don't want to have 4 artifacts. I'm actually going to have 3 still once I sacrifice the Zabaz to the legend rule, which I think is the right move, because I think I can take this Karn down. So Zabaz is legendary, and I could needle it, but I don't think that's... I don't think that's the winning line. We're going to keep this Zabaz, or yeah, this Zibzab. We're going to give it to Ravager. Okay. No, can't. Yeah, we're going to lose this mana. That's fine. In our mana pool here. And we are... Oh, they have Dismember. This hurts. Actually... Okay. Run a modular onto this construct. I think. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I couldn't attack. Okay. Yeah. Silly me. We're just gonna play Patchwork and pass, I think. Sebastian. You're hilarious. There's Mystic Forge. Okay. Yeah, I had to play around them not having Dismember. It's like kind of okay. Walking Ballista. What are we doing with this Ballista? Kind of needed Beseiju. I think we're going to game 3. Yeah, definitely got to get some cards to get on that train for sure. I think we're conceding this game right now, because I can't attack through this Ensnaring Bridge, and I have to draw specifically like a Beseiju, which is less likely. Bring Echoing Deeps back in, take out a Gemstone on the draw. I could Dismember a Spellskite. Did some recon, love to hear it. Yeah, maybe we bring in Dismember just to specifically take care of Spellskite, take out Hangerback Walker. I don't think it's particularly gonna win us the game. Okay. We just want to see a Voidmere in our opening hand. Pick your poisons. Let's see. Definitely keep playing more. Oh, this hand is fine. I'm going to keep this hand. It doesn't really do anything turn 1 because pick your poison is sorcery, but that's fine. They go to 6 cards. 5. So my hope is that they're just going to try to keep a hand with like 2 Tron lands and Expedition map because they're trying to assemble Tron 3 of the 3 lands. So if that's the case, I'm hoping that I can make them sacrifice their turn 1 artifact with my pick your poison, which they do not play. Okay. We're going to go Patchwork. Man, we just need to draw this some of these cards we got. We just need to draw one, please. Stirrings. We're going to Stirrings find our Voidmere. We don't find it. Probably just going to grab Pithing Needle and name Karn, assuming that they're just like on Tron plus that they have Tron and have Karn. All right. Let's see what they do. Warping Whale. Make a creature. Okay. They can just sacrifice it for a land or a mana. Do they have the tower? They don't have tower. This is good. They have Power Conduit. Okay. Am I supposed to save? Oh, they're getting in. Okay. Play 1 Ravager. And I'm debating if I should be making them sacrifice this Power Conduit. I don't think that's as threatening. Maybe I do, though. Kind of just time walk them for a turn. Give them less choice right now. Maybe they don't think I have a second pick your poison. Okay, they have Blast Zone. They can... Okay, there's Expedition map. So they have Tron online. Which is very scary. So they can play Tower next turn. Ooh, Saga. I don't think I can win this turn, right? I play Ravager. Do I just fire up Ink Moth? They have exactly 500,000,000,000 mana this turn. Okay, there's Karn. Am I doing anything about Karn? Probably can't. Don't want to. They can't down ticket. Do they just have like bridge? Okay. They can pop the blast zone. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. Interesting. Okay. Sacrifice. I can't make him sacrifice this, which kind of stinks, but I think it's still okay. Yep. Okay. So they get to put power plant, yeah, into their hand. Okay. They get to blow that up. Okay. So now they can activate their Karn. But it dies. Okay, they have 2 cards in hand. They get 1 Karn activation. That's 4 counters on a walking ballista, which I don't think saves Karn. Or no, they would have to down tick to get the ballista. Hopefully I can just like hilariously make them sacrifice an artifact. So they do sacrifice Karn. See what they get. Like bridge? Just walking ballista, okay. So they make a 5/5 ballista. Okie dokie. Just gonna ping down my Ravagers maybe. So in order to kill... Okay, you kill that Ravager, we put it here. Let's see, I activate Ink Moth. I mean, this kind of like is a moot point. I probably should have just put both counters on my Patchy. Okay. Actually, this worked out because he can't really kill my construct effectively. Oh boy. Oh, opponent. Pretty sure it's just 1 mana. Okay. They gonna let me search. So I think I can win this turn. Patchwork's gonna be a... Oh, I'm gonna eat their ballista. This is gonna be funny. Hey, where am I? Cauldron. Opponent, I'm going to need you to sacrifice an artifact. One to me. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. GG's. All right. We are 2-1. Lost to Amulet Titan. Beat. Oh, what's Glimpse of Tomorrow? And that was like. Wasn't really Dice Factory. It was more Prisontron with Power Conduit. Thank you, Eminem and Half Calf, for stopping by. Let's see. Paired for round 4. We are going to be on the play, yes. All right, well. We've got Patchwork. Stirring Zabaz. I wish I had a Saga, but I think we keep this hand. This hand just curves out. We'll take a Ballista in case we can find a Cauldron. I will let you know as soon as I know what we are playing against. No problem. We are against white deck. This is like Emiria combo. This card is return something, a creature. Yeah, from your graveyard to the battlefield. If you have 7 or more planes in play, so they're a planes deck. So next turn we get to go Ballista Zabaz probably. They're gonna be trying to like bring things back from the graveyard, I think. I think his name is like Sun Titan. Usually that's this deck. Alright, more lands. Not exactly what we wanted, but we will still take it. We are going to grow our Patchwork, play our Ballista, and get in for 3. See what opponent's doing. I think after this, we might... Okay. Opponent's holding up Field of Ruin currently. Don't like drawing another land. Opponent probably has like Solitude or something. Let's see what they have. We're just gonna play this second Zabaz. We're gonna keep this one. We'll modular onto our Ballista, so that way it becomes a 3/3. I really don't know what opponent is, what interaction they're representing here. Maybe like Solitude Ephemerate, and if that's the case, I will kill it. Is this the One Ring? It is the One Ring. Okay, well, we can draw a... Stirrings into Cauldron. Let's get a Cauldron here, please. We do get the Cauldron. So, we are going to plan to win. In their upkeep. We're going to upkeep stop them. Maybe we should have put... Okay, maybe we should put... I think... So they're going to be at a virtual 8. Is there any way that I can put... 4, this is 5. Okay, we just let this happen. We are telling our opponent here that they have to do something. Got off a call with work. Love to see it. Three, temporary lockdown. Oh god. Well, yeah, we're just gonna have to do it here, I think. Right? Let's just ping him. See if they have like force pitch Solitude. Okay, they don't. Okay, they are going to draw 2. But they're still currently dead. MTG is more important than work. I do concur. Skeeter is back. We love it when Skeeter's back. Okay, that was close. Opponent almost got there with that temporary lockdown. That's good to know about. Let's see. Opponent's just on like mono white. It's just like Martyr. Besaju could be okay. I don't think we need the Force of Vigor. But we can play these cards. Dismember's probably okay. I suspect they have, Giver of Runes or Ranger Captain. They're probably an exile-based deck, so we don't want Welding Jar. We take out the Echoing Deeps on the draw. Style before starting games. No, I just have an idea as to what their deck is trying to do based on just playing against it and watching other content people play against similar decks. But no, I do not. It's not what they call open deck list. So no, I do not know exactly what is in their deck. I'm just making educated guesses based on what I've seen so far. Cauldron was good. Actually, this Cauldron might be good if they're on. Take out a Stirrings. Two Needles, mostly, because I'm thinking I want a Needle Field of Ruin and maybe their One Ring if they play it quickly. This hand doesn't do a whole lot. But it has Cauldron, which I think could be good against them. This hand does not do a whole lot. I feel like on the draw I need... If one of these was a... Ooh, this hand is better. If one of those was a Saga, I would keep... What do I want to put back? I actually think I'll put the Needle back. I have my own One Ring in this hand. I'm on the draw and I want to... Oh, well. Kind of like very good card. Soul Cauldron being, I suspect, a card in this matchup we want to hold up. They got Temple Garden, so they have Temple Garden turn 2 play. No. Another Plains. Let's see. Maybe I'll play one of these Ballistas on 1. Because next turn I can play Cauldron and or Ravager. Reprieve? Okay. You got it, opponent. Maybe this is like Martyr proc. There's the Field of Ruin. Abiding Grace. Yeah, this is like Martyr proc. Okay. So they gain 1 life. Alright, I think we're just playing this Ballista again. Maybe they play a One Ring this turn. Of note, one way to kill them decently quick is with Inkmoth Nexus, even though they have essentially infinite life. So maybe it's worthwhile to Beseiju this Field of Ruin, but they have a lot of them, I think, in their deck. Field of Ruin being the card that can destroy a non-basic land. Tap 2, sack, destroy non-basic land. We each search our library for a basic and put it onto the battlefield. There's Thraben Inspector. Okay. Okay. So, Saga's a good draw. I wonder, do I play 2/2 drops this turn? Or do I play my One Ring? I think it's my One Ring. And then maybe next turn I can set up for a Cauldron Inkmoth kill. Maybe not next turn, maybe the turn after. They probably play Haywire Might if they have Temple Garden. Can take care of my Cauldron. Oh, they field my Saga. Okay. I feel like my Inkmoth is more relevant to them gaining a ton of life. But yeah, I guess that's also a decent play. I just honestly didn't think they were going to field my Saga immediately, knowing that my deck has Cauldron in it with Inkmoth on the field and Ballista already ready to go underneath the Cauldron. They're missing lands, it looks like. We will take 3 like a champ, because our opponent will take 4, but we won't. Our opponent doesn't realize that we have protection from everything. Maybe they're just like hoping I block, that I make a mistake. So they get to gain 1 life. We take 1. That's fine. Another land is actually good here because I want to dump my hand, kind of. We'll draw 2. Ooh. Patchy's a good one here. We'll start with Patchy. Do we play Cauldron or Ravager? We probably play Cauldron. Right? We have 2 Cauldrons, so this does make... when we only have 1 Ravager, so... doing this kind of incentivizes this. We will get in for 1. And maybe our opponent has like Solitude in their hand or something and they want to... Oh, why the Cauldron? We have a redundant Cauldron in our hand. So my suspicion is if this Cauldron represents a lot of damage. So I don't know if you're familiar. I will highlight it here. Actually, we'll do this. Cauldron says, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures I control. So that is actually the less relevant text. The next 2 paragraphs are important. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creatures exiled with this. And then you can tap Agatha's Soul Cauldron to exile a target card from a graveyard. And when a creature is exiled this way, I also put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control. So the big thing to tap and exile with the Cauldron is the Walking Ballista, because then all of your counters on all of your creatures become pings. So they took my One Ring, which I think is the wrong take, because I think that they don't realize that they're probably all but dead, but they don't know that yet. That's okay. So the Cauldron does a lot in this deck, and it does a lot in some other decks, but it specifically scales this. It becomes it goes pretty crazy. So we're just gonna ping them for one. Put Ballista underneath our Cauldron and give the counter to Patchwork. Because they cannot Solitude our Patchwork right now. Ooh, another Ravager is great. Ravager. Yeah, we can. Pretty sure we can win this turn. Almost certain of it. Another Ravager. And I don't think opponent can interact with my Cauldron at instant speed. So I don't think that they have a Solitude in hand anymore. So we put the Zabaz underneath the Cauldron. This is why the Cauldron is busted. And because we can use mana of any color to activate abilities, our Patchwork now has red, destroy target artifact, white, gain flying, and then the Walking Ballista abilities. So we're going to actually give our Patchwork flying for colorless mana, because we can use mana of any color. And then we are going to smack our opponent. With a flyer that they cannot block and really not interact with. There's the Solitude. Do they realize that they don't have 2 untapped mana? Let's see if they go for it. Nope, there's Ward 2 opponent. This has Ward 2, which means whenever it becomes the target of a spell or an ability, counter that spell or ability unless you pay 2. Opponent had no mana open to pay 2 for that Solitude. So that's a win, 3-1. Playing for the 4-1. 4-1's always fun. Especially, if we can get the reverse sweep after losing round 1. We are lined up for our round. We are on the play. We will take the play, yes. This hand is actually pretty good. Turn 1 of this stirring finds us a... Probably would take Cauldron and an unknown matchup. And this is, I think, this demonstrates the power of stirrings. It's the best cantrip in Magic, looking at the top 5 and just taking one. Opponent mulliganing to 6. Mulliganing to 5. Alright, opponent keeps 5. We go. Turn 1 stirrings. Grab. Ooh. Ozolith might be good too. Ravager is always fun. Why don't we take the Ozolith? Because we'll have several counters between these creatures. And if we need beefy creatures, we can make Saga tokens depending on the matchup. Okay. So we're up against Zoo. It's kind of a decent hand to have against Zoo, I guess. Especially when they're mulligan down. Although I don't like taking 3 damage from my turn timber, but maybe we don't have to. We'll see. We will take 2 or 3 depending if they fetch that way. They do. Tap land? Or like, yeah, steam vents? Okay, we'll take 3. Is your follow-up? Ooh, another Nacatl. Okay. So, we can go make a construct token. They're both 2/2s. I don't like that. Oh, what is Zoo? Zoo is a style of deck. It's kind of like, how do I say this? It's just a slew of different creatures, and they're all very powerful. Like it's basically a very aggressive. It's an aggro deck. It's very aggressive creature deck, and they're really not trying to interact with you very much. Their main MO is let's see, their main MO is just aggro. I think I'm going to play this Ozolith and then play my Zabaz. Or I could play Ozolith and one of these ballistas. Maybe this is the play. Yeah, it's actually it's not mainly green, it's actually like a 5 color. the deck that it's become a 5 color deck. So they play all the colors, but there is one card called Leyline of the Guild Pact that, oh, they're gonna bolt my ballista. Okay. We will let the Ozolith take this counter from our ballista. Yeah, they're basically base green, I guess you could say, but they play all the colors. There's one card, Leyline of the Guild Pact, gives all of your cards basically every color. Holy cow, 3rd Nacatl. Alright, well, what are we doing? Cauldron? That'd be great. In my upkeep, they have a stop. Okay. Drawing a non-painful land is pretty good. think we're actually just gonna make a mana. We're not making a construct token. We can get a welding jar, but that does not seem great. I think just getting Zabaz to get a chunky blocker is gonna be what we want. Let's play Ballista for 1. Another Zabaz. We keep one of them. Do we ever try to just put this on the Ballista now? Yeah, I think we do. It's going to get 2 counters if they don't have Bolt. And that's like the only thing I'm scared of. Or I'm playing around is Lightning Bolt. Which I'm not going to play around second Lightning Bolt. At least not in this instance. So it's a 3. Our Ballista is a big boy now. Ballista is a 5. So Lightning Bolt, the GOAT, OG. Yeah. It definitely can be the GOAT. That is very true. I think I'm going to try and just smack them for 5. They have to respect this patchwork. Maybe they have to chump block. No, they don't. Okay. They go to 9. Okay. Lightning Bolt is definitely the OG. Probably the most represented, I think if outside of like probably second only to Black Lotus, I think most players would agree that Lightning Bolt is like the next most recognized card. Maybe. I think just because it's not been banned and because in formats and it's not restricted really. So I think that it is like the next most ubiquitous card across Magic's history, second to like Black Lotus, which is like probably the most iconic card. All right, so we're up against Zoo. I'm guessing they're Leyline Zoo. So we bring in our Force of Vigors. Our Force of Vigor, one of them. Pick your poison, Boseiju. And maybe Haywire Might. Probably Haywire Might. Dismember can kill a creature out of their deck. Let's see, we're on the draw, so we take out a Echoing Deeps. One Zabaz. And I think we're taking out Welding Jars because they're on, I think, very little, they're on exile removal, so it doesn't keep our stuff around. The Great White Ninja. Yeah, they're doing crossovers with there's a Marvel crossover, there's an Assassin's Creed, like this is the One Ring from Lord of the Rings crossover. We need to wait for them to do the crossover with Beverly Hills Ninja so they can make Haru the Great White Ninja. Although that's not maybe very PC today either. So maybe they wouldn't do it. Alright, what else? We probably just take out Needle. I don't think that, there's much we Needle in this matchup. This looks good. Alright. Give me my Force of Vigor green card. Okay, we have 1 land. We cannot keep this hand against the deck. That's gonna pick us apart little by little, I don't think. They keep 7. We will mulligan. Let's see. Tameo, Stirrings, Sagas, Scales. We'll keep this, but I don't love it, and we probably gotta put back like. It's probably the One Ring. Although this can dig us out, maybe. I'm debating. I'm just gonna put back. Well, do I ever put back like second Saga? Or Scales? No, I can't put back my third land. Let's just put Tamiyo's back and hope that I can. Here they're gonna have Leyline. So here's the card that gives them all colors. Every non-land permanent all colors. So this is a scary card. Please deck Force of Vigor on top. Nope. Okay. Probably just have to Stirrings for some action. Holy shnikes, that's 4 lands. Glad we cleared that. Ink Moth maybe. It's probably just Ink Moth. I feel like we're about to get we're about to take it this game. Keep a good card on top, also scary. So this means they're probably going to play turn 2 Scion. Pick your poison. Or force. Oh, another One Ring. Not what we needed. Absolutely, supremely not. Turn 3, we get to make a lowly Saga token. And then hope we don't die. Oh my god. Second Scion. Cauldron. That's not nothing, I guess. I mean, do we ever just, like, not make a Saga token here and just play Cauldron? No, because we don't have a creature. We don't have a way to win the game. Oh, Leyline double Scion. That's a good draw from our opponent. What do we got, opponent? Just hard casting Force of Vigor. We're going to have to go to game 3, people. So yeah, that Leyline, the card they can play on before the game starts, turn 0. They just, if it's in their starting hand, they just get to put it on the battlefield for free. That gives their lands and creatures everything all colors, which means the first land they play is all 5, counts as all 5 basics. So it reduces it by 10. So it actually is a 2 mana 4/4, and then because the Scion itself gives all creatures that are blue, Wooburg, all creatures a keyword ability. They then get all of them because they are that color. They're all colors because of the Leyline. So that means that the Scion is, it is Wooburg. So it gets, lifelink, first strike, vigilance, flying, and I'm missing one. they become very, very powerful. So the One Ring kind of not showing what we needed to do. We will be on the play for game 3. This hand looks kind of meager, but it has 2 pieces of interaction. Yeah, the lands become all 5 colors. Oh yeah, it's hexproof. Yeah, that's the one I was missing. We're going to keep this hand though. We can go like Patchwork into Ravager and hopefully we can win. And maybe they have Leyline on turn 0 that we can like pick your poison. Make them sacrifice it. Okay, there's Leyline. So we do get to pick your poison out, which is pretty amazing. Thank goodness. Make them sacrifice it. So now everything is not all colors, it's just what they are. So now we can fight fair, kind of. Preordain, okay. Hopefully they, kept a bad hand because they had Leyline. 1 top, 1 bottom with the Preordain. The One Ring, that's pretty good with the hand I have, so. Next turn, Ravager. The following turn, the One Ring. Hopefully they don't have any Leyline bindings. So I think that completes their colors. They're probably just digging for, or they're just filtering. Yeah, they have domain now. Okay, Saga's a decent one. Like questioning, I'm gonna play Pendelhaven. Okay. Hit him for 2. Usually this deck also does quite a bit of damage to itself. I didn't play the Saga because I don't want them to Force of Vigor my like Ravager plus Saga. So they showed me Force of Vigor last game. See if they have 3rd land. Don't have an opponent. Although they did keep a card on top, 1 on top, 1 on bottom when they cast their 2nd Preordain. So they probably have 3rd land, I would imagine. Ooh, just Scion. Okay. Do you have a follow-up opponent? They do not have the land. This is good for me. I think. They're going to Force of Vigor my Ravager. My upkeep. No. Okay. Now are they going to Force of Vigor? No. Okay. I think I am prized into casting this and just forcing them. Hopefully forcing them to interact. There's the Force of Vigor. Interesting. Yeah. It's okay. I couldn't save my they pitch 2nd Leyline, which is like okay. Ooh. Having Cauldron in my back pocket is good. I think that I think I'm forcing them to ley line my One Ring instead of my Patchwork, which now they theoretically can. Let's see. There's the binding. I can besiege you to get that back if I want, which I may not need to. Hopefully, if I can draw... Let's draw Ballista. Ballista. Another One Ring. Ooh. I think I'm going to do the same thing and force them to... Hopefully force them to interact with my One Ring instead of my Patchwork, and my Patchwork can attack. Hopefully attack through the Scion. Ooh, are they just going to play another binding on my One Ring? Which I'm like kind of okay with, honestly. Again, forcing them to interact with my One Ring instead of my Patchwork when I have Cauldron plus Stirrings up. And I have Protection. Okay. If I find... There's another Scion. If I find a Ballista, if I draw it or I find it off the Stirrings, that's 7 counters on my Patchwork and a win. I didn't hit it on the draw. Let's see if I can find it here. I didn't, which is like still okay. Another Saga, probably. Think I'm just sitting pretty here. I think that opponent has to... So they drew a land, so they have... One of them's a non-land in hand. I'm curious as to what it is. I don't think it's a Pick Your Poison. It could be. Overgrown Tomb Shock. Is it the One Ring? I think I'm still just eating Ravager. See what opponent does. This Force of Vigor on my... Okay. On my 2 cards. They're at 5. I do still believe I get this trigger and a 1/1 counter. I do. Okay. Stirrings would be a great draw. My own Force of Vigor would be awesome. Patchwork's like not amazing, but not the worst either. I think I'm just hoping to draw a... Hope they draw land, I draw an artifact to cast. They did draw land. Okay. I think they should have held that land, personally. Artifact, please, to cast. That is one of the artifacts of all time to cast. Arcbound Ravager. Opponent concedes. We get the 4-1. Awesome. So that was that. 4-1. Deck felt great. Reverse sweep. Lost our first match to. Lost the first match to Amulet. Difficult matchup. We just had kind of not great hands. I think that wouldn't really change too much about the deck or the sideboard at this moment in time. Kind of ironically, in game two there, we drew both rings and they were like dead cards, kind of like just didn't line up well. And in game 3, we drew 2 rings and they were forced answers. And we drew at least 1 card off of those 1 rings and gained protection for 2 turns, which somewhat relevant. So very interesting. Let me see here. We're gonna play one more league, but we're gonna play with a deck that is kind of we are gonna play with a deck that is like utilizing one of my favorite nostalgia cards. Oops. And that is Mirror Retriever. So we're going to do this this league as long as possible. And we will go from there. It should be this deck. It is, except we're missing Sundering Titan and our 4th One Ring. Is that true? Let's see here. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh. Okay, so we've only got 3. Okay, so we need 1 ring and a Sundering Titan. Okay. I don't know why that didn't go through. That didn't work properly. So we're going to play Anviltron. Maybe it's decently well positioned. I've taken this deck to some RCQs, had a lot of fun with this deck. I think just being a deck with a Karn board and just Tron at the moment is still viable strategy. Although this is not the classic. Oops. We're going to go with Anviltron. So as we're waiting for the match, I'll kind of get into it. The deck loops itself by using Semblance Anvil to reduce the cost of cards by 2 for the card that's imprinted to it, exiled underneath it. So your Grinding Station is free, your Mirror Retriever is free, and when you have Grinding Station and 2 Mirror Retrievers, you will do an infinite loop where you will then mill your opponent. So we're on the play. We will reveal Jiggy J, Gigantha. This hand has... We're on the play. This hand has Karn. Turn one start. We'll keep this hand. It's a little bit slow, but depending if we need this scrying or not, or I'm sorry, the ancient stirrings or not, we can use it to get a piece of the puzzle, if you will. So we're gonna go turn one star and let our opponent think that they're up against regular Tron when they're not, and they'll learn that soon. Oh boy. Tron piece. No, another scrying is like not the end of the world. Let's see if we can draw into one. No, a sphere though. Let's just set ourselves back a turn, power plant, and pass the turn. So next turn we can play power plant, get Sylvan scrying again for the missing piece. Then hopefully the turn after that wins. So this is Titan with kind of a slow draw. Oof. Alright, deck. We might need some help. Mine. Redundant piece, not what we wanted. I think we're just going to keep that in hand. We're going to scrying for the tower, and we're just going to do our thing. No, we're just going to leave it as is. I want to hold the chromatic sphere in hand so that way I can, if I draw the anvil, I can exile it to the semblance anvil. So here is Dryad. Okay. Second bounce land. There's a bounce land. I can go get damping. Do I have damping sphere on this board? I hope I do. Oh, I didn't really update this board. But let me think here. I can play Karn and a 4-mana card. I can get the One Ring. Or I can just coding. Karn coding on their Simic Growth Chamber. Oh no, 4 mana. I could just take their I can take their Titans out of the deck and hopefully just still not lose the game. Using the Stone Brain. And I'm just going to Stone Brain them for Primeval Titan. They've got 2 in hand. Oh, they have an Elish Norn in hand. That's good to know about. They're going to play Norn next turn, and maybe that's a problem. Just gonna screenshot their list here. Thank you, opponent. Okay. So they play Odawara, play Elish Norn. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but we can deal with it. Okay. So their hand is 2 mystery cards, Summoner's Pact, Sylvan Scrying. They probably attack my Karn. Okay. Alright, what do we need? We need a Retriever. That actually is helpful because we can now chump block. I'm thinking of like, I think I just start with the stirrings. Oh, the One Ring. Look at that. So this is enters the battlefield. This stops enters the battlefield triggers. So I do need to be able to like protect my Karn for a turn. Like tick up, go get probably just get the One Ring. And we're going to cast the One Ring. We are going to make it an indestructible 4/4. So now they really can't attack with their Dryad. I've not played land for turn. So map is mana neutral, but I can redraw with Sphere. And have a second creature out. Let's just redraw. Scrying. That's fine. And we'll pass the turn. So their own One Rings are pretty bad. Oh, I should update the Alright, we are now on Anvil Tron in 2024. Update. Okay. Growth Chamber. Okay. If I would have relooked at my sideboard, I probably would have put a Damping Sphere in specifically for this matchup. They get to Beseiju my Retriever, which is sucks because I lose my Karn, but I also get to trade with their Dryad if they really do want / need to kill my Karn. Oh, they just Otawara my ring. That stinks. I didn't think about that line, but that was a good line by them. Okay. Beseiju my Retriever. Karn dies. I think this is still worthwhile to block, get back Star. So Elish Norn stops that. Alright. Did I not play a land last turn? That was a punt. They're going to Beseiju a Tron land? Okay. Can I only do this at instant speed? Or at sorcery speed? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, look at that. Tower's back, baby. One ring. Let's draw. Anvil's good. Oh, wait, no. I gotta get rid of this. Elish Norn. Oh my gosh. I could scrying. Huh, okay. Let's just redraw. I could draw a Karn. A One Ring. That's also good. Scrying for a Blast Zone. Also, next turn, I can... I might take some damage here. Good thing I don't have to be scared of Titan. They have their own One Ring, okay. So you get double triggers. Good for you. Okay. Another Dryad. Okay. Now I'm fearful of... I take 6. I need Karn. Really bad. Let's draw. There's Karn. I get to turn off their thing. I get to play... Oh my gosh, do I just like... I can't get Sundering Titan, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not playing that land that one turn like cost me just completely winning right now. Let's see, can I play... I can play land. 3, I have 2, 4 mana up. I can play... Yeah, I'd probably just like make them win this turn. Just gonna go get the... I think the leveler. Because this will... Okay. Alright. What will be, will be. Round 1 Titan again. So next turn, I get to cast... Pact? What are we pacting for? Yeah. Cultivator. Okay. Do I just have to like hope they can't put Valakut in play? Oh, they only had one. They were trying to draw one card with that? Interesting. This is 4 mana. I think that's their last land drop. I hope. Just don't cycle into Valakut, opponent. Not sure what opponent is going for right now. Are they going to cast the One Ring? Pact? Another Dryad. Okay. Okay. I was going to say, they have to kill my Karn. It's like kind of okay with me. Kind of sad, but bye, Karn. They played Beseiju, which is weird. Now they'll play their One Ring. Okay. So what, I have to... It's kind of a ring face-off here. Hopefully I can get Karn plus my own ring. They use 2 packs, so they're going to be down to, you know, still 500,000 mana next turn. Oh, wait, no, they... Oh, shoot. Interesting. Okay. They're besieging my tower again. Okay. I don't have any more lands to get. Okay. But I can go get a tower with this mana. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, I have to kill... I have to play my tower. I have to have Tron. I need to kill Norn first. 3, 7. If I want any chance at winning this game. And they do have the 1 ring, so... Let's see. Is there any way I can... I think I just have to draw. There's Karn. But I don't think I can, like... I don't think I can feasibly still win. Right? What would I need? Like... I block here at 2, 4, 6. And I die to my ring. I need a grinding station. Well, there's a Mare Retriever. So I block here, take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still not enough. Just have to find grinding station off the top, I think. Okay. There's grinding station. Holy shit. We did it. All right. I think I'm still alive. Let's see. Opponent's got to pay for packed triggers. It's not nothing. Okay. So that's 1, 2. So they've got like 4 more land drops to make. And they have a bounce land that's just 1,000,000 mana. I mean, if I survive this turn, I think I can win. Man, Damping Sphere would have been huge. Oh my god, another pact. What are you getting? I looked at your deck, but you cannot get Elish Norn with this, so... Another Dryad, okay. Saga, okay. So Dryad and 2 unknowns. I probably know the cards, but... Oh, okay. Alright, we gotta end this game fast, which means we're not gonna mill them. We are just going to draw, play our Karn. Go get our Sundering Titan. And make them lose all their lands. Sundering Titan. Okay, 3, 5, 6. Alright, opponent. Alright. Opponent cannot pay for their pact. Alright, good thing is about this deck is we don't really have to sideboard. We can sideboard a Beseiju for a Blast Zone maybe. Blast Zone's good against Amulet though. We are in the draw. So let's take out... Blast Zone's less relevant. Take out one Forest. 2 Beseiju. Yeah. All right, that was game one. We gotta hurry up this this one. Mulligan. Probably won't get through this entire league, but it's okay. Tower, power plant, map, Beseiju, gemstone, keep. I'm gonna keep this, and we're actually, I think, just gonna put the gemstone back. Yeah. Opponent says they're the worst shuffler. Alright. Mine, oh boy. Opponent, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Nattytron into Karn. And they don't have, they have another slow hand. I think, I actually think the take could be Elish Norn. Ironically. Ooh, redundancy, I like it. If they play Dryad and I get, yeah. What are they gonna play? Okay. Having redundant tower is pretty awesome, actually. Because even if they Beseiju it, which this is the one they would Beseiju because it's the one I'm fetching. Feels really good. Also getting to Karn this turn, I think, is still the move. What do I want to get, though? 3 mana. I can get Coding. I think I just get Coding and... Well, if they have another bounce land, they can just bounce it. Yeah, but they still don't get the mana from it. I don't think I bridge them. Well, Coding, Kargan goes to 1. Yeah, I still think this is fine. Upkeep, stop, pass the turn. take them off their Simic Growth Chamber. Maybe they Besage you my Tron land, but it's like not the end of the world either. So they have three mana right now, effectively. And if they just leave my liquid metal coating and I get to just take out their Simic Growth Chamber, I think this is good for me. And that's what it looks like is happening. Oh boy. That's good. I'm just gonna uptick on this. Play this. Exile Star. Play this for 2. Hopefully the top of my library is nice to me. It is very nice to me. Holy shit. 1 ring. Okay. I'll take that. Always yes. I cannot make green right now, right? No. Let's just exile this. Oh. Is there any world? Oh, I can't shoot. Okay, I lose my card. But they're also like down. And they have to deal with my anvil too. Getting double stirrings is going to be pretty insane, I think. Yeah, they just like kill my Karn first. Maybe they have the 1 ring in their hand. I shouldn't. Yeah, okay. I can find another Karn if I need to. It's fine. Stirring's great draw. If I find a Karn, I can just destroy all their lands. They might Besage you one of my Tron lands. Hopefully it's my power plant. Nope, they got the right one. Okay. Yeah, I'll go get a forest for my stirrings in my hand. Gruul Turf, you're going to bounce your Teleria West probably. Okay. And Growth Chamber. Okay, so you have Teleria West, Forest Unknown. It's like okay with me. Ooh, not the right one. Probably just try to get Tron back. Oh wait, I don't like need Tron. Let's just draw first. Probably should have exiled first. We can draw that though. I don't mind. There's Karn. Let's just do this. We need a mine. Oh, I wanted Karn. Give me my Karn back. I'm just playing fast. Which may pose a problem. But we will get... Oh, we're going to keep this one. I cannot mill myself anymore, but I can mill my opponent if I... We're going to go back and get a Chromatic Star. Alright, we're going to star. Draw a card. Play my stirrings. Get a sphere. Play this. Play this. And that's game. GG's opponent. Unless they have... Maybe they have Emrakul. Which would kind of stink. Just throw a wrench in things. Always yield. Alright, we're just milling them out. I was pausing there for a moment to think if there was like a maybe an Emrakul, and if it's in the last 4 cards of their library, then you know what? GG's opponent, you probably wanted it more than I did. Let's see. Is Emrakul your last card? That would be the absolute nuts. Alright, nope. Okay. GG's opponent. Well, that was a long match 1. See if we can get into this next match. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream this league for, but we'll just go until I can't. Feels like Moto might be starting to lag too. Okay, we're queued for the league. Hi Laura, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see, mine, power plant, tower. Those look like good lands to keep together. 3 scryings though, kind of not what we needed, but it's okay. We may be up against Espergorios. We'll see. Blast zone. Don't need more lands. It looks like Espergorio. They kept a card on top. Tainted Indulgence. Yeah, Archaeologist. Okay. So they put Gorios or Tainted in their hand? Gorios. Okay. Power plant. Maybe there was merit to keeping the Prismatic Sphere in my hand, but I think that we are not beating that necessarily. Or, it's not. I don't think it's the play right now. Faithful Mending. Okay. This is mana neutral this next turn, so I think we're just going to yield. They did put Natrax in the yard. Karn would be... Oh. Well, Karn would still be a sweet draw. They're going to take my Anvil. I don't think they're taking Scryings. I think I don't have a Graph Digger's Cage, but I have Tormod's Crypt. That should be hopefully good enough. Ensnaring Bridge. Day's been going well. Stream is good. Thank you for asking. And are they just going to ephemerate this Grief? Probably. No? Interesting. Undying it? Nope. I should have, that was a punt. I should have done this first. There's another Anvil. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we just get Gigantha, I think. We'll go get Gigantha. We'll just play a Scrying and get another Tron land. Ooh, maybe I should have gotten Boseiju. So they don't know about my Anvil. They Gorios Atraxa. They get to smack me and ephemerate it. Nope, don't stream daily. Just a hobby. Just here to have fun. That's all. Okay. See what they put in their hand. Grief, Ephemerate, Polluted Delta. Okay. So they can grief me again. Kind of would be super nice if I just draw Karn, Ephemerate, and they're looking for probably another Ephemerate, White Land, which they have, and Flooded Strand. No, I don't really play any other games. Just this. Oh, and bone shards. Yikes. It's a sorcery speed though. They're gonna grief my Gigantha and my Semblance Anvil again. So I have to top deck. Basically Karn. Karn into Ensnaring Bridge. There's Forge. I mean, I guess I have a turn. Boy, oh boy, there's my Karn. Holy shnikes. I take 10 this turn. I'm thinking like, do I ever just like leave Karn on top of my deck and not play it this turn? So I play Karn and I'm out of mana. I think it's actually better if I leave Karn on top of my library, right? I don't well, yeah, I don't think there's anything here that makes me want to, because they don't manipulate my library. Okay. Cancel. I don't want to draw the card. Can't. Okay. Alright. Rebound. Ephemerates they get to take. Scryings. I have not seen a Force of Negation yet, so my hope is that they do not have Force of Negation. This is my favorite game, Magic: The Gathering. They're gonna Archaeologist. Looking for something. Grief, Thoughtseize. None of those really do it. They can get Gristlebrand back. Okay. Oh, and I just die. Okay. I forgot Goryo's gives it haste. I take 14. Yeah, that's one way to lose. Okay. Yeah, I've heard PUBG is fun. I've never played it myself. Okay. So, Goryo's. I'm on the play. We don't need Gemstone. Beseiju is like meh. Tormod's Crypt stays here. Bridge stays here. I don't think I bring anything else in. Do I ever just like bring in one Stone Brain? Do I take anything out? Let's do this. We'll take out one Forge. Helping John move stuff. What? Stonebrain, if I have it in my opener and I have a couple lands, can just name. This hand just doesn't seem to get there. It seems slow. Turn 1. Map. Turn 2. Scrying. I don't think this hand gets there. We just need to assemble Tron. This hand definitely doesn't get there. I want my first hand back. gemstones, and probably my retriever. Don't scam me, bro. This deck folds a little bit to getting scammed, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Give me a mine. I guess I take a Karn. Archaeologist. Take Ephemerate. That's good for them. Maybe it was by Gigantha this turn. Because they can Solitude my Mirror Retriever, which I don't want. But maybe they take the Solitudes out. Oh, grief my Karn. You piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of how it goes with this deck. Sometimes you just get scammed. Well, you know what? If they don't have a Force of Negation, you don't have a Force of Negation opponent. You're not supposed to have that opponent. Okay, so it does take away their Atraxa. Like I need I need a lot. That was a good top deck though. They get a Tainted Indulgence. And they have Atraxa in the yard. Shoot, this might be a quick one, people. Can't block. Pick up Gigantha. Anvil. Draw 2 cards. Yikes. Oh my god. Touch the Spirit Realm. Ephemerate. They really want to Ephemerate their Atraxa though. Hopefully they don't have a second Ephemerate. So that's 1 in the yard. That's 2 Ephemerates they've seen. Shadowy Backstreet. Oh god. I don't know what this card is. I take 10 and I go to 7. Also, this deck, like, they have Force of Negation too. Yeah, that's GG's. Oh, Shadowy Backstreet's the land. Okay. This deck probably loses a lot of equity as well when people are ready for mill, kind of. We're just here to have fun, though. Need to get this out of my system. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, they just yeah, do that in my upkeep. Okay. Let's go to match 3. We're paired. Giganta. I think this is a mulligan. We don't have a payoff and we don't have Tron. Power plant mine. This is a keep. I think I'll put back. Do I ever just try to like put back power plant, play gemstone. So this is gone. Play this, and then get rid of this to it. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just like thinking we can hopefully get out a quick forge or an anvil if we draw another. This is gonna be zoo. Oh, zoo again. All right, that's good. So I think playing this now is okay. It's mana neutral next turn. And maybe this is just Scion. Okay. Maybe they're just holding a binding to turn off auto yields if that's the case. Them having binding hurts me, but... Oh, Goyf? Oh, this is just like weird zoo. Okay. Scrying is good. Let's do this. Power plant. Play this, go get tower. Set up for next turn. Hopefully we draw an artifact next turn. We can imprint to anvil. So they do have domain. No, they're missing. Oh, there's black. They have domain. Interesting. So I think we just play the forge. See what our top card is. Grinding station is fine. Tower. They're gonna try and probably binding my Mystic Forge right now. No? Okay. I can go get another tower with this Sylvan Scrying if I have to. Now they're gonna binding. Interesting. I don't know why you're doing that now. And I'm going to mill myself. Okay. Hey, what am I exiling? Ancient Stirrings. I would have liked to have that one. That's okay though. Do I just get Blast Zone? Probably. Oh, Maria, thank you. It's going well. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Dash Ragavan. Alright. So we're going to get hit pretty hard by this. Don't take my Karn. I like to play this game, Magic the Gathering. Retriever. We have like pseudo assembled the loop, kind of. Let's play this. Can I block, take 5, go to 2? I can play Blast Zone. So that I think I just buy Gigantha. All right. See what opponent wants to do. Relatively new to streaming, but it's just a hobby. Just here to have fun. Nothing too serious. They're gonna have tribal flames, I bet. Let's see. Take back my Mystic Forge, please. Play Ragavan? Okay. They have 2 cards in hand. Alright, Artifact. Well, that is what I asked for. I could imprint Gigantha, but I think it's better just imprint Forge, play Forge. Are they just... Oh, Stubborn Denial? Shoot. Okay. No thank you, I appreciate it though. I think I just have to play Forge. I don't think, well, I could play Gigantha by myself like a turn. This is fine. I think I'm jumping with Gigantha. I'm dead to Tribal Flames, but not Bolt. Man, Stirrings would have been a good one again. Ragavan's taken 2 of my Stirrings. Alright, Tribal Flames, good. You got it, opponent. Alright, we're on the play. We're just going to resubmit, I think. Nothing crazy to do in this matchup. Minimal sideboarding with this deck. Always, you know, less decisions, less brain power. Maybe makes it a little bit more fun. We will be on the play. Um, I'll keep this hand. It has a lot of things, but it might be too slow. I don't know. Maybe I should be mulliganing for turn. I'm gonna mulligan for turn 3 Tron and payoff. That's a payoff. I'm gonna keep this hand and put back. Probably just map actually, because it has 3 lands for the anvil. Like with turn 1. Yeah. Sphere's a redraw. Okay. This could be hard. Scrying would be... Scrying or Tron land would be a hell of a top deck. Scrying the top deck. And now the second card. Oh, okay. I was going to call my shot. I wanted it to be a Tron land. We'll get mine. Now we've got 4 lands. Could be worthwhile to just Boseiju this leyline. Especially when they go, oh boy. Well, if this is a fetch land, this would be even better. I would snap this off. This Boseiju, because it would kill, but he's going to be a 2-2 instead of a 5-5. Is it ever correct to just... Maybe I just Boseiju this leyline on their turn. Untap. Hope to have Tron. Or do I just go Anvil? Yeah. I don't want to do this because I don't have a payoff. And this can... If I don't have a payoff, they can just leyline binding this. Okay. Oh, I should have done this so it taps, but it's not like the end of the world. Take my sphere, you shithead. I'm actually hoping this turns off their leyline bindings for this turn, maybe. Oh boy. That's what the people needed, I think. Shit. I mean, I can... Let's see. I can get the 1 ring. Karn plus 1 ring. They do have up Stubborn Denial. So I can go... Do I ever bait with this Anvil? Probably. Nah. You got Stubborn Denial, you got it. Fuck. Alright. What can I say? You wanted it more, opponent. 3 for this. I take 9. Oof. Okay, I need like Karn plus bridge, I guess. I don't think this does it. I'd have to like top deck a One Ring maybe. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, I needed them to not have a counterspell. Wow, okay, they had it. Alright, good GG's opponent. Alright, that's another quick one. Just 2-0s and no 2s over here. Oh, we're right into it. Okay. I'll be on the play. We need to keep a hand with Tron. This is not a hand with Tron, nor does it get Tron very well. This also sucks at getting Tron. Man, I go to 4, probably. This would be like turn 2 scrying for a Tron land, and I'd have to put back like Retriever Forge right now. Or I have to put back 5. I'll keep, I guess. This is such a bad keep. I'm keeping because I have the One Ring. Hopefully to buy me a turn and dig me out. Oh, geez. Well, that's not nothing. What? Oh, shit. Blue Tron. The evilest Tron. The evilest of all Trons. Oh my god. Alright. Bad keep. No cap. Bad keep. This is going to be a difficult one to play. Stirrings. Does this resolve? Wait, I have a response. Okay. One Ring or Karn? Karn. My deck does not function against Karn. They've only seen things that Green Tron has. So maybe they think it was just a bad Green Tron keep. If I don't draw land here, I just concede. And even if I do draw land... Okay. Concede. Blue Tron, eh? Boseiju for Blast Zone. Submit. Okay, it is imperative that I keep a hand with Tron. Again, I'll say it. Alright, mulligan. Mine, power plant. Oh my god, keep. This hand is so beautiful. Finally. These are the kind of hands we need. See if they force my map. They don't. Okay. I will not do anything to your map. I will play power plant. Power plant. It's like a race to who can get Tron down or get Karn down the fastest in this matchup. Oh. So Anvil for probably Forge. Now they know what Tron I'm on. Okay. What are they getting? Just completing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Put a Forge under it. Play a Sphere. Play Forge. Ooh. I'll draw that one. So I can still play it technically. Exile. Map. Star. I'm going to mill myself and draw this tower. Okay. Ah. Several lands didn't help. Okay. Hopefully they don't just go mine plus Karn. My heart can't handle it, opponent. Fuck. Alright, what are they getting? Maybe coding? What are you getting? Stone Brain? Then hope I don't have Karn on top of my library. Oh yeah, okay. Coding, alright. It's gotta be something good. Hall, okay. So come on. Alright, I can play cards. Let me just play cards. Let me find Karn off the top. Karn. Shoot. Alright. We already dumped like 2 extra non-entities. So you get to take out one of my Tron lands. Which doesn't do a whole lot actually because I have the Anvil. So hopefully. Okay. Uptick. Got it. Please let me have a Karn deck. Okay, they have a One Ring. Probably have to have Karn this turn or the game's over. Scrying does not do it. Can't do anything. I can't play Gigantha, right? Yep. Animate your hall. Yep. Not looking good. Alright. Yeah. Okay. It was a race for Karn. Opponent won. And I didn't have Tron anymore. Alright. Last round. Feel like we're flying through this. Although I'm probably just not playing optimally. Alright. Can we keep this on the draw? Probably not. No payoff. Doesn't really get to Tron. Mulligan. We'll keep this. Put back. Nah, cancel. We'll put back Grinding Station. Retriever. No. I just want this gemstone as my third land if I, need it. Redundant tower, not great, but whatever. Maybe could have mulliganed again. Hand could have been like 2 Tron lands, payoff plus map or something. Looks like Zoo again. This Territorial Kabu? Scion. Okay. Again, the redundant Tron piece we don't need. Alright. I don't want to show them what we're on. And they can just have binding up. Now Another Scion. Boy, oh boy. Another Karn. Okay. Yeah, probably just had to mulligan to Tron. I think. At least that's what it looks like, because we're gonna die before we get to like. We need exactly power plant or like. No, we need exactly power plant. We can't even like cantrip into power plant. And even then, I don't think we win because they probably just have ley line binding. Oh boy, they just iced me. Okay. Power plant. And that's a concession. Alright. Not having hands with Tron sucks. We'll take our Beseiju. We'll take out Blast Zone. I don't think there's much else to do in this matchup. We just, I need to be more disciplined and actually mulligan to hands that have Tron, so. Which I didn't do. My own fault. We gotta really try for this. This is $5 or nothing. I always think it's weird when people drop early, Euro 2, 03, maybe I guess it's okay, but even so, you leave money on the table. Don't do that. And it's just, extra practice. I guess, from my perspective, I'm always trying to practice and get better, so every game is important to always hopefully learning something. Opponent is in the tank, and that's okay. I want to see how. All right, here we go. Yes. Again, no Tron, no payoff. This is a kind of a shitty waste to Tron, but probably still worth it. I have the One Ring. I'll keep. Put back the Forest. Yeah. See what opponents got. Okay, there's the tap land. Fire Ice, okay. Give me a missing Tron piece, please, deck. It's not. But I have ways to go get it, I guess. Oh, I should have Stirrings. That was a misplay. I should be Stirrings first. All right. My brain's kind of fried. They do nothing. Interesting. Map's a good draw, I guess. They can't binding it, and they can't stubborn denial it. Although, yeah, they could stubborn denial it, force me to pay, and then binding on my turn. Kind of suck, but they didn't, so that's good. Beseiju. All right. What are we on, opponent? Are we on Cascade? No. Just Scion, okay. Gonna go get a mine. Probably just gonna play One Ring this turn. Force them to deal with it. No way you have Force Negation. Not in your deck. Fuck! Well, that hurts. There's a lot of Force Negations going around, I guess. Was not aware. Was not aware of that. Didn't read that in the memo. Alright. Not the correct Tron land. We are just going to try and, like, force them to answer Tron, maybe. Hopefully this is just Force Negation. If it is, I will just Stirrings for something. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Payoff. We will take payoff. Okay. Okay. Opponent's getting in. Star? Do I start with Star? Probably. Yeah, I just see if I can assemble Tron. Well, yeah. Pay with a forest. Give me a tower, please. Anvil. Not the worst. I take away their threat. Huh. Yeah, I think this turn I just take away their threat. Put Gigantha in my hand. Be mana efficient. Make them deploy a threat next turn if they have another one. Maybe they have like subtlety. See what they do with this. Put forest in the yard. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I can go like... Is this subtlety? It is. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to end this game. I have to... Hopefully I top deck Tron Tower or just Artifact to put under the anvil. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 to play it. I'd have one land available. They probably have binding anyway, but kind of just is what it is at this point, I think. The One Ring's a good one. I don't think I want to... see if they binding this. I hope they have a Stubborn Denial in hand. My hope is Stubborn Denial, plus they keep a card on top. That's scary. Maybe they just have another Force of Negation. Okay. Can't do much about that. Okay. Pass. I was hoping to draw like a Stirrings or scrying off of that. I will take 3, yes. I can't tell if I'm lagging or if it's opponent. Or they're just like... I don't know what they're contemplating in the blocker step. That's probably worth doing. Maybe I should have just put that under the anvil. What if I draw a card and I need green? Nah, I think I just maximize my... Yeah, I think I gotta go to 5 here. They may have Tribal Flames, but holy crap, that's bad. I mean, I'm dead to Fire Ice. I'm dead to... I'm dead to opponent breathing on me. Oh, just another subtlety. Okay. Well, 4-1 into 1-4. That didn't feel great, but it is what it is. Um, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. If you had fun, like the video if you're on YouTube. Appreciate it. Subscribe, do all that stuff. Otherwise, have a good day. Have a good weekend. And always remember, respect others, have fun, play hard. That's the motto of the stream. Uh, just here to have a good time. Thank you, everybody, and take care.